Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise in support of the measures in this budget to enhance Singapore's competitiveness and position us for the future. Singapore must continue to lead in green finance and sustainability. To this end, I urge the government to liberalize the GST treatment for input tax claims on carbon credit trading-related expenses. Businesses that purchase voluntary carbon credits to manage their emissions target will benefit from enhanced tax deductions. Additionally, I propose that gains derived from qualifying green investments made by Singaporean investors overseas be exempted from corporate tax, similar to the foreign source dividends exemption. This will encourage more businesses to participate in sustainable investments globally. The shift towards electric mobility is crucial for our sustainability goals. Can the government allow businesses to claim input tax on GST incurred for expenses related to EVs? This will support early adoption and accelerate fleet transitions. Furthermore, to ease the financial burden on SMEs, I suggest channeling the additional supply of COEs towards commercial vans, which will help lower operating costs and ultimately benefit end users. Mr. Speaker, sir, in Mandarin, 新加坡企业发展局负责管理许多补助金和援助计划，以支持中小企业实行绿色转型。然而，这些补助计划主要基于偿还模式，这给资本回收带来了不确定性。因此，许多中小型企业在投资昂贵设备时会却步。为了提高可行性，我建议启发局提供前期财务支持。 特别是对那些符合该机构合规标准的供应商。此外，政府可以利用注册企业的数据，使用人工智能 AI 来预先确定哪些中小型企业是否有资格获得相关援助计划和补助金，然后通知这些公司，他们符合该标准和欢迎他们来进行申请。为了进一步鼓励可持续投资。 启发局可以支持中小型企业租聘节能设备，如电动起重机和电动发电机等，允许中小型企业报销这些费用，而不是要求他们直接购买这些昂贵的设备，然后才进行申请。中小型企业需要针对性的资金支持，以投资碳定价模型、价值链排放管理和脱碳项目。 我建议进一步减少相关的税率，或者实施共同筹资机制，并在2到3年内的有限实施内评估有效性。我也欢迎政府在2024年扩大企业能力合作计划 （PACT）。该计划将促进跨国公司和中小企业之间的更深入合作。 政府能否汇报该计划的使用率？我们应该从自身做起，鼓励本地的大型买家，如正联公司和职种评价合作社等，使用类似计划来帮他们的中小型企业供应商进行绿色转型。可持续性是中小企业和跨国公司可以合作的领域。跨国公司作为丰厚买家 （Queen Bee Buyer）。 可以引领和引导中小企业达到全球环境、社会和治理 ESG 标准。目前 ESG 报告仅适用于上市公司，但许多国家都要求整个供应链都遵守可持续规定。中小企业应该从现在开始就要识别和汇报该公司的碳排放量。政府 可以怎么样的帮这些中小企业来掌握这方面的商机呢？去年我也指出了重型车辆司机住所附近车辆停车位短缺的问题，迫使有相关的公司承担额外的交通费用。政府能否将闲置的场所，例如空放着的学校或者是 JTC 的设施， 改建为临时停车场，或者让这些重型车辆过夜停车。我理解这需要临时修改土地使用权，并调整停车费的 停车场的收费，但只要政策意图正确，我相信政府能有创新的方式来解决这方面的挑战。我赞扬政府为聘请月收入低于4000元的特需员工的雇主提供20%的工资支持，但是包容性招聘需要对主管和同事们进行额外的工作场所培训。为了进一步鼓励雇主，我建议为采用包容性招聘做法的企业提供税收减免，或者是为雇佣残疾人士的公司提供更高的外国工人配额，或者为政府项目招标中进行更多的包容性公司加分。我也敦促教育部为特需教育学校的学生们提供更多教育储蓄奖的机会。此外，有多名特需需要孩子的家庭面临巨大的经济压力，因为父母其中一方通常不得不停止工作来照顾孩子。政府能够为这些家庭提供更多的经济援助呢？ Enterprise Singapore administers numerous grants and schemes to support SMEs in their green transition. However, these are largely based on a reimbursement model, which creates uncertainty in capital recovery. As a result, many SMEs hesitate to invest in expensive equipment. To improve accessibility, I propose that Enterprise Singapore offers upfront financial support, especially for vendors which have cleared the agency's onboarding criteria. Additionally, the government, leveraging on its data on registered businesses, can use artificial intelligence to pre-qualify the SMEs for relevant schemes and grants. To further encourage sustainable investments, Enterprise Singapore can also support the leasing of energy-efficient equipment like electric cranes or electric generators, allowing SMEs to claim these expenses instead of requiring upfront purchases. SMEs require targeted funding support to invest in carbon pricing models, value chain emissions management, and decarbonization projects. I propose further tax reductions or co-funding mechanisms with a limited implementation window of 2 to 3 years to assess effectiveness. I also welcome the government's expansion of the Partnerships for Capability Transformation Scheme, PACT in short, in 2024, which fosters deeper collaboration between MNCs and SMEs. Can the government provide insights on the utilization rate of this scheme and any potential areas for improvement? Can we also encourage the local queen bee buyers, like the NTUC Fair Price and the Temasek Link companies, to be part of this scheme and embark its SME suppliers on this green journey? Sustainability is an area where SMEs and MNCs, as well as the local large corps, can work together. These queen bee buyers can guide SMEs towards meeting global environmental, social, and governance standards. Presently, ESG reporting applies only to the listed firms, but many countries are mandating sustainability compliance across the entire value chain. Government can help the SMEs to start tracking their emissions now so as to avoid future trade barriers. Last year, I highlighted the shortage of heavy vehicle parking near the drivers' residences, forcing the companies to cover additional transport costs. Can the government convert vacant premises like the unused schools or the JTC sites into temporary parking lots, or to allow these drivers to park overnight? I understand that this requires temporary land use amendments and adjustments to car park changes. But with the right policy intent, I'm confident the government can resolve these challenges creatively. I commend the government for introducing the 20% wage support for workers with disabilities earning below $4,000 per month. However, inclusivity hiring requires additional workplace training for supervisors and their colleagues. To further incentivize employees, I propose tax rebates for businesses that adopt inclusive hiring practices, higher foreign worker quota for companies hiring persons with disabilities, bonus points for inclusive companies in government projects bids. I also urge MOE to provide more EduSafe Awards opportunities to children starting at the SPED schools. Additionally, families with more than one special needs kids face immense financial constraint, as one parent often has to stop working to provide care. Can the government offer enhanced financial assistance to such families? Singapore has many social support schemes for lower income families, but eligibility criteria can be complex. Essential workers who need help the most often lack time, knowledge, or digital access to navigate these schemes. Similarly, they may struggle to identify suitable upgrading opportunities, especially with rising job and training scams. I urge the government to develop a systematic framework to proactively reach out and guide these workers. Since the government has household data on income, education, and occupation, SkillsFuture can pre-qualify Singaporeans and directly recommend accredited courses tailored to their needs. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, sir, this budget positions Singapore for the next lap of growth while ensuring that businesses, workers, and families receive the support they need. I strongly support these measures and urge the government to further refine tax policies, expand SME support, accelerate sustainability efforts, and simplify access to social assistance. With this, I affirm my support for the budget. Thank you.